Happy New Year! Well, no, it hasn't started yet. Stay tuned with me, but first, welcome to this channel for entrepreneur spirits with me, Jenn from letithappencoaching.com, a fulfilling work life through consciousness, personal consciousness, and development. Today, I would like to talk about the first months of the year, those first couple of weeks that we have already gone through, but mostly, the start of the year, this new year, as per the calendar that we follow here, where I am based in Europe. And my intention with this video are two things, basically. One is to raise the awareness of the natural cycles, and that actually show you another perspective of when is the actual energetic new year, and it's all about like following as well like your own rhythm and not feeling under pressure, and two, relax. I have been many years like it's the first day of the year, like revolution happening, I need to do that, and actually I'm here to say to you, relax, don't stress, take your time. And in this video, not only I'm going to talk about like natural cycles and tuning in, and why this period we are in is one of the most, every period of the year is important in some aspect, but the winter one, and definitely today, like from the 21st of from Christmas to the 2nd of February is a crucial time, and this is based on an article I have just read from Richard Rudd from Gene Keys. For who don't know Gene Keys, go on genekeys.com and download your profile. It's beautiful. I love Richard Rudd. Gene Keys is a beautiful tool to know yourself. I absolutely love the teachings, the philosophy, which is a lot about what it's mainly about contemplation, meditation, reflection, and it's unlocking what is already in your DNA. And as much as I'm passionate about astrology, which I'm also gonna touch base on, like reference base, for me the Gene Keys is also like, because it's natural, is who we are. A natal chart is like, is the stars, the planet, how they were when you were born, so it doesn't lie. So I'm gonna put the description on this video so that you can also read the article, which has been an inspiration for this video, and not only because for many years, as I said, I was always very, I felt that you need to kind of like recap, if that's in your nature to want to recap the year, but reflect on the year, but at the same time you're with family, you are going eventually on holidays, you are finishing, like wrapping up some things at work, so a lot of things going on. You are mostly outside, mostly with people, and I felt it was a bit stressful to have that time of reflection, and then that pressure that we might put on ourselves as well with new resolutions. And in this video, I believe there are like fundamental aspects that are definitely help me understand as well, or at least have that awareness. And I hope it's going to be the case with you too, because setting resolutions is not all. As I said, the new year, as from like a more ancient point of view and energetic point of view, it has not happened yet. So chill, and it's also giving ourselves the authorization to actually take our time. And so and in the second part, I'm also going to talk about, because you know, I see a lot of people, like also in my space, like the coaching space, being hectic with, well, I'm not that much on social media at the moment, so I have not been seeing it, but that much. But last year, for example, it was like a lot of offers about like, have the best year of your life, like take that course, take that workshop, like a lot of offers going on. Everybody's kind of like coming with a lot, and it can be also overwhelming, like seeing like people around us like so do, or you know, like as if like if we don't set any goals, like we it's like, what's going on, like am I normal? So it's also to say that it doesn't matter what the society, it doesn't matter what other people do. What do matter is you tuning in, and this is the reason of this video, is really you tuning to your own needs, to your natural cycles, and the natural cycles that are the greatest teachers, not what humankind invented like on a calendar and said like, this is the new year, like 1st of January, when actually we are starting winter. And as per natural cycles, the winter is really a period where you go really inwards into yourself. It's normal if you want to have more time alone, if you want to have more time quiet, if you want to have more time just contemplating, reflecting on the year. So it's really it's actually a crucial period in astrology. For example, the new year starts in the spring season, so 21st, 22nd, depending on how it sometimes it varies, but it's in March. And what you need to understand, and as per the article from which I read that, again, I'm putting on the description, like in this video, for the full article, is talking about something that I never had before. And what is actually really cool is when you start tuning in to your own need, to your own rhythm. And this is what also I encourage every business owner I'm working with, or every entrepreneur spirits that want to live a very fulfilling work life, and by extension life, because like work is such a big part of our life, and work doesn't need to be work. It can be joy as well. It can be something so fulfilling. But anyway, that's more than it's about really tuning to your own rhythm. And this is so important, because we do have all different needs, different ways of like feeling comfortable working, but there are some universal energies, laws, and for example, nature is a great teacher, and the seasons. I like working with the seasons because they already teach us so much. So, as I said before, there is winter, which is more about like going inwards, taking that time of reflection, eventually like, being a bit more in a retreat from the outside world, from the people, and really like having that time of contemplation of what has been, and also what you want for the new year. So a reflection and a contemplation and a meditation of what you want for the new year as well. And it's the time where you plant your seeds with your intention and you nurture them. So it's really a time of also being silent and receiving. So it's not that much a mental thing of like, oh, what do I want this year? And it could be if that makes you happy of having, but if you really want to do it consciously, it's really like tuning in and feeling what are the insights for you, what are the energies of the new year for you, what are the new directions or the expansion of some areas or the new challenges. It's really tuning in. rather than a pure mental goal setting. And you know, I learn about like smart goals stuff, and as much as it has some logic and some things that could be helpful to some people, I'm not a big fan. For me, it's about really having that vision, tuning in to the objective that brings you to that vision, and really that sense. And it's also in some aspect a continuity. Okay, so what I didn't know is in the article from which I read, is talking about the Celtic festival known as Imbolc, and it's taking place on February 2. And basically what he's saying is that from Christmas to February 2nd, it's called the ice moon. So this period is called the ice moon, and it's sold as the most powerful time for sowing the seeds of future dreams. And I found it interesting that the more I tune in to my own rhythm, the more I have confirmation from nature. You know, every year I like to do like a solar return, or many, with different people, and it's just giving me, you know, like confirmation of some insights. And it's how it works as well with intuition. You know, you have intuition and then you see how it's confirmed in the outside reality. So it's yeah, he mentioned that it's a great time for inner work. What is done during, I'm quoting, what is done during this period leading to the end of the ice moon, so 2nd of February, will always determine what kind of summer we will have. And this for me is crucial because, you know, we are planting our intention, our seeds in winter, in the way you can see it in spring, like it starts to blossom. Okay, so we start going more into the outside world, being seen more. And summer is where, you know, you are at in your full glory, in a sense. It's where it's the peak of light, of sun, of opening of your intention and dreams. So I really find it super interesting, because I never saw that, okay, what I want to manifest, you know, like kind of like in summer I need to be, I don't know, like in a way it made sense for me. And I find it beautiful that, yes, there is a process, and as always there is a process that takes time, takes some seasons. And so see where you want to be in summer and plant the seeds now. And you know, because it's also January, February, not only with the stress, the pressure, the, you know, going back to work, to the routine. Sometimes you feel overweight, so you know, because you have eaten a lot. It's really taking those months, which also is like in Europe, for example, is very cold. It's not like the most light. It's not the most like, you know, maybe you have spent like a lot of money in Christmas presents, so or dinners and stuff, and you don't have much to travel. So it's sometimes it can be months that people are more depressed, more down, more it's more, you know. So just take it as like, wow, actually it's January, February, like the beginning of the year is beautiful because I'm actually planting my seeds, and you don't need to be do from 1st of January. And really the way to do it, I think I have like already like touched base, but it's being alone, like, so in quiet spaces. It's really tuning in silence, so meditation can help, and really pondering. And you can also journal, you can meditate, you can take the time to draw a mood board. You can do something creative, something that makes you takes you in a contemplative state. without pressure, just asking yourself some questions such as I haven't prepared those questions, but I would say, you know, like yeah, how do I see this year? What do I want to be different this year? And you really think about like how to, like, in the feeling, see, so what you feel different, what you see different, what you hear different, what, you know, like you really want to take it like from the six senses in a way, or five senses. Really also forwarding you in summer or at the end of the year and say, okay, what has been happening, and before that, and this is the crucial thing, is that it's resisting the temptation to like escape that, because those are like very sometimes hard questions. You know, what do I want? What does that look like? What, you know, and some of us might have more difficulty as well with imagination. So don't pressure yourself. The way I would do it is really contemplate the last year. What has been working well, what does not, what do I have achieved, what I haven't, how did I feel. It's okay not to achieve goals. It's the most important is how the journey was. And it's really having that moment of truth with yourself, like, was I happy? What happened? What have been the highlights of those years? And from that, get a sense of what will be 2023. And also what I want to say, that I said was crucial, is that when you want to manifest something, when you plant new seeds, ask yourself, what do I need to let go of for this to happen? You know, we can take as much, or it's not taking as much, but life is in constant movement. You know, it's in constant movement, and in, out. It's really like also like polarities. And in a way, if you want to create something more in your life, eventually you need to release something to make the space for the new to come. Okay, it's the same with your head. You know, like if you are in constant thoughts and in busy mind, you won't have insights coming in because it's too busy. There is no space. So it's about like, what is the all that can be released so that you can actually welcome the new that you want to create in your life. And those are the intention and the seeds. In terms, I wanted also to say to you that, you know, I see a lot of so two observation I had. So first time I'm letting me that space, and it feel awesome. And even a video like this, like, you know, the time I would have maybe say, even last year I would have said, oh my God, it's too late, like, to say Happy New Year. Wow. And I'm realizing I haven't even wished you Happy New Year. So even if it's not the new energetic New Year yet, I mean, Happy New Year 2023. I wish you health, abundance, fulfillment, lot of joy, lot of nurturing, lot of realization of your heart desires, a lot of health, abundance, love, a lot of love. And I wish you to live a life that truly makes you happy, satisfied, proud. And I wish you to have the courage to live a life of integrity, a life that you want, a life that feels good for you and that, yeah, you feel proud of. That being said, yeah, the two observations I had is that, you know, like, we feel when people are just sending a happy new year, and we feel it has been like a message sent to everybody, so it doesn't really make any sense to receive it, and it feels a bit empty, and even it's not really nice, I would say. So I would prefer not to receive anything than to just receive like a happy new year accent too, because they eventually felt that they needed to, because it's the end of the year or the beginning of the year, but that's not very intentional. So because this channel is all about consciousness and living a life more conscious, and also entrepreneurship, and having a life that is fulfilling you professionally through consciousness, I would say that it's also an opportunity to wish Happy New Year. And there is no, you know, someone said to me, oh yeah, well, no, if someone is wishing me a Happy New Year after the 20th of January, I would say like, well, I don't know what to say, but I was like, this is ridiculous. I mean, if someone wants to wish you a Happy New Year in April, like, why not? Why those rules for everything? And so first, I would say it's an opportunity to reconnect, to connect with people, but on an intentional level. Like, if you do wish a Happy New Year, be intentional. Take it as also an opportunity to connect. Even professionally speaking, you know, like with your network, that could be a great opportunity, and it can have a great impact if it's done on, you know, with intention, with consciousness, and with love. And the other thing I noticed as well is, I don't know, because I wasn't in the mountains this year, and maybe it's different when you're in the city, or maybe I haven't been that much out and about too, but even, you know, I have been a bit out and about, and, you know, even the 1st of January, people were not wishing each other a Happy New Year in the streets and stuff. And I find it a bit, you know, it made me think about like the postcards, and you know, like we used to go on holidays and write by hand a postcard, and now it has been a bit lost. And this because we have the messages, we have the mobile phones and stuff. But I mean, yeah, I found it also a bit sad in a way not to wish each other like blessings, and it might come as a contradiction to what I've just said before, that you won't say to a stranger Happy New Year. But if it comes from the heart of like, you know, really wishing people a Happy New Year, like to be happy, you can wish it to a stranger as well. And for me, it's also about recognizing we are jumping, as the calendar say, into a new year, even if it's not the energetic one. But as humankind, we follow the Gregorian calendar here in Europe, at least, and it's starting the 1st of January. So yeah, those were just reflection, and I don't know for you how it has been, but I mean, be the difference. You can have so much impact with just being so intentional and so conscious. So yeah, this is for me. Don't forget to subscribe if you aren't subscribed. Don't forget to like if you haven't liked. What? Of course you haven't liked yet. No. And share it if some people can benefit from this video, from this awareness. And I repeat it, and I repeat it as well for myself. Let's not stress. We have all the time in the world, even if we believe we don't. We do in a way, and just let's enjoy, and let's have the most beautiful year, and really take advantage of those 2 weeks that we have remaining until the 2nd of February to just plant our seeds, take the time to reflect, to intention, and that's it for me. Believe in yourself to your success. Let it happen.